Touchdown! Likely again. Impressive.
Well, it's exciting to actually have the season here. And looking at the preseason, I want to focus on a promising young player, Isaiah Likely. Ravens, the one thing they can do is find good tight ends. And looks like Likely could be the next in the line of whether it's Heap and Pitta and Dixon, and obviously now with Andrews. And to put him with Andrews now is going to make an excellent combination for him. Let's look at a couple of plays that I'm talking about. His versatility is what jumped out at me. And obviously his ability down the field as a receiver. In this first play, he's just in traditional tight end position. Watch the protection. Very much looking like a run. The offensive line sells out going to the right. And look at what it does to the linebackers, the way they have to step up and respect this run fake. You see this all the time from the Ravens, particularly with someone like Andrews. Likely, now in the Andrews position, comes in behind those linebackers in a crossing. This is just a three-level throw with a vertical on the outside and a deep crossing route. You can see how the linebacker is effective. Huntley does a nice job putting it in behind the linebacker, almost like a back shoulder throw, and Likely does a really good job of pulling it off the linebacker's helmet. Shows a lot of athleticism down the field. So you're going to see this type of combination a lot this year. To be able to have two tight ends have that kind of athleticism down the field is going to be huge. Now you're going to see Likely sets the bunch. It's a 3-by-1. You've got the three receivers on the right. He sets the bunch. What I like here is this is just a splay route. Everybody kind of goes vertical. Huntley gets flush to the right. Now I want you to watch what Likely does. He doesn't just turn and wait for the ball. That's typically what a young receiver would do. Watch the angle and the effort he makes to come back to the ball, coming back to the numbers, giving the quarterback a window to throw the ball to. This, again, is something you don't typically see of young players. Excellent job on his part, giving the quarterback, who's under duress, who's had to get outside the pocket, and show that he's got a presence down the field and understands what his obligations are. Now, this next one, again, very much a two tight end set. And nothing stresses a defense more that you've got to have base personnel in to counter the two tight ends when you've got two tight ends that are very much like receivers and can get the ball down the field. Again, he's in the normal tight end position. And I want you to watch as he gets down in the field, he just breaks on an outside route. Not unlike what we just saw coming across the field. Huntley, again, has to break contain going to his left. And again, I want you to watch the reaction. All the receivers do a nice job. We practice this all the time. When the quarterback goes under duress, someone's got to go vertical. Someone's got to work back to the quarterback. Someone has to cross the field. Again, I want you to watch the effort and the angle he comes back to the quarterback. Most young players would just sit and wait for the ball, but he gives the quarterback an angle and then shows obviously some athleticism and some power to kind of get down the field and turn a short gain into a longer gain. Now, this next one underlines exactly what I'm talking about. You got a 3-by-1 with three on the right, one on the left, and they've spread out. Now, this defense, which is likely still in base personnel, has to loosen base personnel, and I want you to watch what they do here. This is a very simple vertical on the outside at the top, two little quick outs. Likely's on the inside of this three-receiver formation at the top. Just a quick little route. Huntley does a nice job of delivering the ball, but again, I want you to watch the run and the catch. He sticks the run on this quick out, gives the quarterback an option, catches the ball, and then eludes the tackle, gets down the field, makes a move, and turns a very short pass into a 31-yard gain. So this is outstanding by a young receiver. This last play, again, is one that very much you're in two tight ends, and he displaces himself. He's like a third wide receiver now. Watch what the linebacker on the interior 7, he doesn't know whether to stay in the box to protect against the run or finally come out and take Likely. Likely stabs him, does a real good job. Huntley sees the opening that comes available here, gets the ball into him very quickly, and now with his size and athleticism, takes a very quick slant and works his way into the end zone. So Likely's going to be a great addition to the Ravens tight end group. This could rival the 2019 numbers where the tight end position accounted for 125 receptions. That year you had Andrews, Hurst, and Boyle. Obviously, Likely very athletic, could make this one of the best tight end groups in the NFL. Going into the opener against the New York Jets, obviously the Ravens, you're going to see a lot of this two tight end combination, getting Lamar Jackson back and giving him those go-to guys that he's so comfortable in the passing game going to the tight ends. Big question now is what kind of changes are going on with the defense. With the new defensive coordinator, the Jets look to be a better team. We're going to see if they can progress from when they did last year. A good opener in the AFC. You always want to win the opener. You always want to win in the AFC. So it's going to be a good opening game for the Ravens at the Jets.